It's a ton of activity in Europe.
Cool.
Ton of mobile operators in Europe, and and they're countrywide, which is great because I love seeing where like a specific country where they're working together. So all the operators are working together, saying when are we going to launch? What do we have common requirements? Working with the regulatory bodies, understanding things like lawful intercept. Trying to get ahead of the game of solving the problems on interconnect and settlement and roaming and how all those things will work. But the biggest thing is just working together for a national launch. Because if you think about service...
Would this be over national as like over the whole Europe or just like each individual country?
Over the country,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest because, I don't have the statistics, but majority of messaging, let's use a certain, let's say in Germany, most Germans are going to be messaging other Germans. I mean, there will be, international messaging. For the most part, if you can get Germany launched and live, I mean, there's a large percentage of your subscribers that now have RCS capabilities.
Does it force other countries? Like I know here, U.S., I bet we don't look to either country up or down, of what we would need to do. If Germany launches RCS, is it like the surrounding countries are like, oh, we got to get our stuff together? Do you see a lot of like following in these other countries that maybe are smaller but closer to each other?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that within Western Europe, you have a lot of mobile operators that are on the same page, launching together, and that's helpful that you have groups. So you have like Vodafone's, the Telefonica, the Deutsche Telekom, T-Mobile groups, where they have properties in each of those countries. Okay. So as they're launching, they're working together and they're saying, trying to replicate a model that they can do in other countries as well.
So they're not. The carriers you just mentioned, they have presence in many different countries, so they're kind of using their experience. Where in the United States, AT&T is primarily, U.S., so that they're going to do it once and it's going to kind of be done. They're not going to learn from their experience and translate it to different countries. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, if you're an operator, let's say like Orange, I mean, you're spread across the globe, or Telefonica.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and just being able to do more of a global rollout, and then having to work in the different regions with the different operators, and then different legal requirements in those countries, different use cases make sense and don't make sense, different handset penetration. So you have to have a different strategy. But I think you're learning on each of the countries that you're rolling out.